you ever thought, I'll just add a couple of things real quick, and suddenly you're in a full-on war with your code? That was me on this day. All I wanted to do was put the barbershop services on the page. Sounds simple, right? A haircut here, a beard trim there, done. But no. Instead, I found myself 3 minutes in, staring at images that looked like they were fighting each other for space, CSS that refused to listen, and me sitting here thinking, what did I get myself into? And the crazy part? That was only the beginning. Because by the end of this video, after fighting image sizing, colors, and even typing out every single service manually, I finally got to see something that felt like a real business website. Here's the thing. This wasn't just about finishing a page. This was about making my first client's site feel alive. A services page isn't just words on a screen, it's what people use to decide if they want to trust this barber with their hair, their beard, and their money. So I told myself, if I can make this page look good, then I can make this whole site work. That's the test. And by the end of this video, I finally hit that moment where I could look at the screen and say, yeah, that looks like a real barbershop website. Step 1, the images. Let me tell you, these things were a nightmare. Every single picture was a different size. One was too tall, one was stretched, another looked like it was zoomed in way too close. Put them side by side and the whole page looked like chaos. And here's the thing, someone who doesn't build websites, it just looks bad. But to me, I see the problem. The HTML was fine. The issue was the CSS. Add and lock down the image height, and if I don't, the browser just will do its own thing. So I decided to fix it, which what I needed was object fit cover, and I needed to do a fixed height. And that fixed height was what was killing me the entire time. So as soon as I put it in, y'all can actually see the magic. But then I noticed it was a little bit bigger than I expected it to, so I just had to end up changing the height a little bit less, and we finally got the finished product of me wanting the images to look a little bit like how the first one ended up looking like. So now it fits perfectly. It wasn't as quick as you think. I had to keep tweaking, typing in different numbers, refreshing, checking over and over until I finally got the size that I wanted. That little win was huge because if the images look clean, the whole page starts to feel 10 times more professional. Once the images stopped fighting me, I moved on to color because right now everything was just black and white. Boring. A real barbershop menu has energy. It grabs you and makes you want to pick a service. So I asked myself, how do I give this page life without overcomplicating it? And that's when it clicked. Prices are money. What's the color money? Green. Services are the product. What color is the brand? Blue. Done. But I didn't end up liking how thin the numbers look, so I had to give it a font weight of bold, which soon I ended up realizing I also needed to do for my services names as well. So made them bold, gave the services names blue, gave the money green, and now you get to see a little bit of how that looks all together, which it was truly, truly beautiful. But finding that right color was quite difficult. We got the green part down. Now we need to see exactly what blue do we want to do. Do we want to do a blue that is going to stand out, or do we want to do the running theme on this page, which is the blue that we have a little bit higher at the top? Something I hadn't realized, I never gave the services ideas and styles any type of classes. So I couldn't even target the text yet until I did that. So I went through every single one. I did that, finally got the blue color, and now we can see a little bit of the finished product of what this is going to necessarily look like. Look how beautiful that is. It looks bolded out. We only accidentally did the first one because I forgot to apply the services to the next ones, which we do eventually get to. I am honestly loving the way that this ended up coming out. The services page is starting to come together. But now we need to actually get down to the nitty-gritty. What are the actual services? These aren't the actual ones on the page. These services that I'm showing right now were just a little bit of trial and error, throw something in there, didn't really care if it really matched or not. But now we have to look at our client, Marcus, and go and see exactly what services does he offer so that we could type this all in and get it done. Finally, the big task, typing out the services themselves. Now, this is the part nobody shows. Everybody loves to talk about animations, fancy layouts, but at the end of the day, a website needs content. And that means sitting down and typing word by word. Haircuts, beard trims, hair coloring, hot towel shaves, facials, combo packages, kid cuts, edge ups, eyebrow shaping, you name it. I wanted the page to feel like the menu you see when you wait into a shop. Clear, detailed, no guessing. Now I'll be real with you. It got repetitive. But here's the thing. This is the part of coding that nobody claps for, but it's the part that makes the final product shine. Anybody can throw random text on a page, but to actually sit there and make sure it looks like something a real customer could scroll through, that's where you separate a hobby project from a professional work. So I kept typing, I kept formatting, I kept refining, and slowly the page started to take shape. And then it happened. I scrolled back up, looked at the page, and for the first time, it actually looked like a barbershop website. The images were even, the prices popped in green, the services stood out in blue. Everything lined up, everything made sense. It wasn't just some random demo project anymore. This was a page a barber could actually show a client. A page someone could scroll through and say, yeah, I want that haircut, I want that beard trim, I want that service. That moment hit me hard, because it's easy to get lost in divs and CSS properties and forget what you're doing all of this for. But right then, I remembered, I'm not just writing code, I'm building something a real business could use. So that's the services page. The heart of this barbershop website finally finished. It took resizing images, changing colors, typing out every service, more patience than I thought I had. But the result, worth it. And here's the thing, this is only one page. We finally finished this services page. But on to the next page, which you guys will see in the next episode. The page that decides whether a customer stays or clicks away. Let me tell you, if you thought the services page was tough, wait until you see what this next page has in store. That is what is going to be coming next. I'll be seeing y'all on the next one. Deuces.